Hey guys, welcome back to the My Player Save. Today we have a cup final. We've already won the league and have one winner's medal round our necks so far this season and in this save, having not won anything in our first season at Cambridge United. We're also chasing still that accolade of most goals in a league season for the Danish Superliga. It currently sits at 29. I'm on 28 with 3 league games left. So I would very much like to reach the 30 mark before we get to the end of the season. The end of the season, which is not far away. We've Aalborg in the cup final. Then we've Midtjylland. Then we've Aalborg again in the league. And we will end the season tomorrow with Silkeborg and then our transfer decision. Or at least giving you guys the options to vote for your transfer decision. So we start with the Danish Cup final. It's, on paper, 3-1 win for us and 4-1 win for us. Historically, in this save so far, in the games we played against Aalborg. So, we should win this, right? Make sure you drop the video a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that important video tomorrow, where you will have the opportunity to vote on our next destination. Make sure you hit the notification bell and you definitely won't miss a video. There will be brand new FM save footage coming to you over the next couple of days as well. Full launch is today as you see this, and we're starting a brand new save this evening. In fact, as this goes live at 6 PM, I'm going live at 6:30 to start that brand new save. So do follow the link in the description to the Twitch channel, and you can come and watch that live this evening. So there's our starting lineup. There's theirs. A little bit of fatigue throughout, but we're putting out our strongest lineup, and presumably they're doing the same for theirs. Partly clear. It's at the East Point Arena, which is technically our home ground, but it's supposedly on a neutral ground, so whilst obviously they don't have their own ground in the game, it classes as our default home ground for now. So it will be familiar surroundings, but will it be a familiar result? We've won the majority of games we've played in this save so far, and the top goal scorer in this competition as well as the league. We're looking for a new challenge next season, but can we leave for that challenge as double winners? Here we go then. Objectives for the cup final are 9. Win or draw the match. Well, let's try and win it, shall we? I'm not sure about the team possession. We can try and get that. But whilst we have dominated games against Aalborg previously in this save, I can't remember whether we actually dominated possession. We do have a lot of possession in the majority of games, but not necessarily 60 plus. This is a massive game. The biggest of our season so far. Maybe not the biggest of our season so far. Well, the biggest of the save. We have played at the Santiago Bernabeu this season. So I'll let you guys decide. What's a bigger game for you? Playing against Real Madrid away from home in the Champions League, or a domestic cup final? It's obviously only group stage football we had Real Madrid in, whereas there is genuine silverware on the line today. You decide yourselves which you feel is the bigger game, but I'm certainly hoping that we can come up with a result here. Oh, beating him! I've jinked around him, and I couldn't have come much closer. The changes we made to our dribbling recently are really making a difference, and I probably should have squared that. I had a teammate in the middle, but I got tunnel vision. I saw that far side of the goal, and I was like, Chesnoid wins! Copenhagen the cup! Didn't happen, did it? Free kick for Aalborg. I am the player to watch, apparently, and after already having one shot on goal, I think that's justified. Everyone's stumbling over it. They'll clear that towards me. It's a hell of a header. Hoi! Chest control's not bad. Chest control's not bad at all. That's inside there to Santiago Simon. I mean, that's probably a fair challenge. My guy's got a problem with it, and the referee's going to come off and he'll just go, "Stop it! No more, don't be silly. You're a very naughty boy." Yellow card not forthcoming for the Aalborg man. You see the sweep of the challenge with the market left on the pitch. I thought it was actually a decent challenge. I'm going to try and get this to Laiduni if I can. And he has managed to get it, but he was offside. Well, we're positive moving forward in the early stages, but no goal to bring to you yet in the cup final. Laiduni to me. Santiago Simon is there on the right. He's got Dix arriving. Here he is. Dix to Santiago Simon. Laiduni. Simon again. Laiduni. He could shoot in a minute. Could do something with it. Barrero. He might come to me. He's gone in there to Klaassen, who then finds me. Laiduni Barrero to me. I poked that through there. Rasmus Falk. Good save by the keeper. Should perhaps have gone across goal there, but we are dominating at the moment. I was worried about offside, but thankfully the man in the middle, their number 8, went with him. It's a good save. It's a good stop. All ball under pressure in the opening stages. Corner comes in. It's not going to reach me. It won't reach the teammate either. Cameron Brannigan clears it. Falk, the man that forced the corner in the first place, gets it under control. Toure and Vavro, the two centre-backs, linking up nicely. They've got options here. Here's Santiago Simon. Into the middle. Falk looking for me. Not finding me, unfortunately. They drive those crosses in at like chest height, and it's just not the best way to get on the end of them, is it really? Guramato to Amenta, the big 6'8" man that I've just had flashbacks of. He scored a goal last time we played him, didn't he? Barrero into Santiago Simon. Run again, Santi. Run again, mate. I'll try and slot you in, and I will fail miserably in doing so. Sorry, lads. Sorry, teammates. That was really bad. Oh, I nearly won it back, though. Getting forward now, our opponents, and trying to build something. Ferreira. Just trying to find the right pass at the right time. Prip could play it around the corner for Amenta. Has done, and Matthew Ryan has to make a good save down low with his feet. Arguably, the best chance of the game so far, that there for Aalborg. Falk will play that to me. He's made the run through the middle. I'll play him in here. Santiago Simon. Support is arriving, but he's got a lovely ball roll there, and he's looking to find me, but plays it against the defender, and I can't get it under control. We've had everything but a goal in this game so far. Feisty, cup final on the line, level tackles. Goal-scoring opportunities. Saves from either keeper. But no goal yet until now! Santiago Simon screamed at to shoot by myself. I hammered that B button. And he's telling the opposition fans, technically, we're at home ourselves, aren't we, in this arena, to calm down. They might have been giving him a little bit of stick earlier on in the game, but he had something to say about that. Our highest rated player might just have won us the cup with that. In first half stoppage time, it's FC Copenhagen 1, Aalborg 0. The stats at half-time actually read quite evenly. Sharing possession, sharing chances, crucially, not sharing a goal tally. 1-0 at the minute. It was literally the last kick of the half. Now we're attacking the away fans. They're going to try and repel us from that goal, but we're going to try and get drawn towards it like a magnet. See if we can't score a second and put this game to bed. We've lifted one trophy this season. We're 45 minutes away from lifting another. Anderson on the run around the outside and back to Paulsen. Through the gap nicely to Rios. They've played some good stuff all ball so far, but only the one chance really that left Matthew Ryan with anything to do. Taking his time here, Paulsen. Nobody really wanting to step in for risk of giving away a foul. Good block by Toure. We're quite happy to just put numbers behind it at the minute. Prip, he's shot. I think Matthew Ryan might have got fingertips to that. Indeed he did. Dick's going off, an early change in the second half. Boylesson coming on. A change at right back. It's not normally a change the manager makes, that one. So trying something different tactically perhaps here to hold on to the lead we've got in the cup final and maybe perhaps build on it. Ray caught in possession and now the counter-attack. But I've not really got much support here. I'm going to have to go back there to Santiago Simon, who could play me over the top. I've called for it. It will knock me in. Just knock it back towards him because the man in the middle had actually run offside there, Rasmus Falk. That was going to be my preferred option, essentially. But he ran offside, so I had to play that back towards Santiago Simon, and it just didn't quite work for us. And now Cameron Brannigan has slotted through Amenta, and thankfully Toure gets a foot in. Question of whether that was a foul or not, though, but nothing given. Both men ended up on the floor, and thankfully the ball did not end up in the back of the net. Amenta to Brannigan. Out to Prip. Prip into the middle, perhaps. Here's Rios. And Ferreira. And Brannigan. Saved at the near post by the goalkeeper. Amenta going off, thankfully for us. Not sure he's coming on in his place. And I didn't glance to see what our change was. Laraga for Laiduni is our change. Not sure about that one. Again, another one that the manager doesn't usually make. And Matthew Ryan is having to be on his best behaviour today. Claesson now going off for Haraldsson, I think his name is. It is. Again, the manager making changes that are unusual from his normal tactics. Just taking off players that aren't playing well. We've had a good game so far. Get this around the corner to Santiago Simon. I'm at risk of being subbed out, apparently. Call for the through ball. He'll play me in. Sub me out, will ya? Ah. Maybe you should, mate, to be honest. Maybe you should. That was not my best, shall we say. Of all the games to not turn up in, it's the cup final. Thank the Lord for Santiago Simon, eh? Otherwise, it'd still be 0-0 here. Headed my way. Barrero does well to win it, actually, and knocks it down to me. I'll get that to Falk. Oh, Laraga to me. Arm away from the defender. Surely. Yes! This time, the back of the net! All Boar fans, I could do the same to you. Oh, someone in the crowd was applauding me. Thank you very much, sir. I apologise. I shouldn't have shushed you. 2-0 FC Copenhagen, driving past the man. Oh, committing the defender. That's a beautiful goal. And slotted in the bottom corner. Yes, we're going to leave FC Copenhagen as double winners. We're going to win everything domestically in Denmark that we potentially could have. Add that to the trophy room. Maybe I should have a My Player trophy room, as well as a Glory Hunter one also. I might potentially try and edit that. It'll take me bloody forever to do, though, I think. But I might try and edit that file that we use for Glory Hunter and change it for a My Player one as well. That would be pretty smart, actually. Might take me a while to do, though. Santiago Simon to Boylesen. There's 7 minutes to go here. I'm in a bit of space, actually. And Laraga will look for me, but it's a poor pass. 5 minutes to go. And with 2 goals the advantage, despite Aalborg's strong start to the half and Matthew Ryan's numerous saves, they are going to end up losing this cup final. Sorry, lads. Well, sorry, not sorry, I think is probably the phrase. Torre, Barrero, Laraga. Final whistle just moments away. Falk. I think that... Oh, is he going to get to that? I think the goal saved my position on the field. There you go! I might not have seen it out, but we buried the chance, the clear-cut chance when it came to us, under no pressure whatsoever, slotted in the bottom corner, and FC Copenhagen win the Danish Cup. Happy Noid. Happy Noid. Getting a goal as well is nice on a personal note. We've now scored in a cup final and led our team to a league victory. Well, enjoy the scenes whilst I ask you to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on more. We've got 2 more games to come. 1 more against Aalborg, actually. Although I might put extended highlights of this game and then just play the next game in the league and then do Aalborg and Silkeborg tomorrow, so we don't end up playing Aalborg twice. And there were quite a few highlights in that game as well. So we might just play the 1 extra game today. But certainly, this game was the most important one. That is a giant cup. Up the Lions! Up the Lions! Hey! My guy's having a whale of a time. Goal scorer in a cup final. That's certainly one to tick off the bucket list. There are some more prestigious cup finals we could score in later in our career. But certainly, as Derek Rager said, we will savour the moment. Right. Join me in the next game in the league. I can't remember off the top of my head. It was Midtjylland, wasn't it? Join me against Midtjylland. Well, this is first versus second in the league. So we have the chance to assert our dominance over the next best in the division, having already smashed this league this season. We weren't quite able to do what I would have loved to have done at Cambridge United last year and get them promotion to the Championship. However, as disappointed as I was to leave, this has absolutely been a brilliant move for us. We've enjoyed this move to Denmark so much, and it's been one of, if not the, best move I've done in any My Player, I'd probably go as far as to say. The amount of good football that our teammates have played, even without involving me at all, has been brilliant. And we've easily been the best side in this competition this year. Tied competition record of 29 goals. 1 more, Ches. Just 1 more. Midtjylland try and find an early way back into it after going behind even earlier. His Peters, he wound up for a shot there. That might still fall for a teammate. Dyer's won it well. Chuba Akpom holds the man off, then kicks it against his face. That's a bit unsportsmanlike. Here's Evander around the corner to Lufia, trying to find Chuba Akpom. Does get it to him inadvertently. Evander to Dreyer. Evander again. Chuba Akpom's in. Oh, I was about to say, and scores. He's pulled that past the post. I genuinely thought that was going to nestle in the bottom corner. He must not have missed by much. That's similar to our first effort in the cup final a moment ago, isn't it? Chilufya into Chuba Akpom. And Evander didn't quite get the weight of the through ball correct. And it's given the ball straight back to us. Dix, Toure, and Santiago Simon. I'm going to make the run. I've definitely run a long way offside, so I'll get myself back the right side of the defensive line. And we'll have a throw here in the attacking third. I made that run hoping the ball would come. It definitely didn't. Laiduni, Dix. Inside. Barrero. Falk. Nice. Kept in play by Laiduni. And Santiago Simon isn't going to get there. There's an advantage played for someone. I'm not sure who. Oh, diving header! Santiago Simon! Out of nowhere, just arrives and Robin van Persie's it. I'm not sure what the advantage was for, but it must have been in our favour. And he's onside and throws himself out. I love that. What a goal. 2-0 FC Copenhagen. Midtjylland, second best in the league, but still not a match for us. This FC Copenhagen side are a cut above this season. Poor. Simon gets that to me. I see Klaassen making his move on the left-hand side, so I'll ping it to him. Tell you what, we're playing some really, really good stuff today as a team and individually. I make the darting run to the near post. I think I chested that rather than using my hands. Tried to catch it sweetly on my left foot, but it wouldn't go in that bottom corner. To be fair, the angle was probably against me by the time I ended up taking the shot. But we're dominating play here. Even if we're not dominating the ball, I think we've only had, 41% possession. Midtjylland have had the majority of the ball, but we've had all of the goals. Go on then. For 30. I'd love the 30th to be just an absolute thunderbolt from the blue. Or a free kick or something that's just an absolute worldie. So I'll keep going for it. We've got 2 games tomorrow to try and seal it as well. So perhaps we'll try and end this episode in style by breaking the goal scoring record as well as winning the cup final. But if it doesn't happen today, you can bet your bottom dollar I'll make sure it happens tomorrow. Emi Martinez back there to Zambrano and through to Peters and Akpom. Ball could go out wide. It does. Basically ran it out there himself, but he's in the box now, Chuba, and he's got teammates in support. Here's Peters. One back for Midtjylland. We're not having it all our own way today. It was a good move as well. Slightly questioned Chuba Akpom's positioning as he ran out wide with the ball rather than just playing it out there. But actually, that then found him in the right position to receive the ball back for the 1-2. To then find a teammate in the middle as he drew the extra defender out of the central area. It's a good goal, Midtjylland. Turns out Chuba Akpom knew exactly what he was doing. And they're back in it here. Obviously, we've ended up playing a handful of the teams in the league this season 4 times. With this championship playoff round. And presumably, next season we'll go to a league where we'll just end up playing everyone twice in the usual format that the majority of us are familiar with. That's a good challenge. I was trying to ride it and then whip it with my left. But actually, they might end up scoring going the other end. So I've no idea who's going to come in for us at this stage of our career. Chilufya! He nearly equalised for them again. Bloody hell. We could end up in somewhere like Portugal, perhaps. Sporting, a Benfica, a Porto maybe. At 76 rated, we equally could end up in the Premier League. Or perhaps somewhere else in mainland Europe. We had a number of options for you guys to vote on in the previous season's vote. And I am anticipating it being something similar this time around. At the end of the second season, we surely will have garnered quite a bit of interest at this point in our save. With the performances we had in League One and the performance we've had this year in this competition, and even scoring a couple of goals in the Champions League as well, we should be hot property in the summer. How much I'm worth, or how much they'll have to pay to get me out, I don't know. Copenhagen paid 13.1 million, I think, to get me out of Cambridge United, which is a ludicrous amount of money for a player in League One, but it is FIFA after all. 2-1 still the scoreline here as I'm waffling on in the 68th minute. Cross could come in here perhaps from Anderson. He's not got much in the way of support whatsoever. He's going to find the man on the edge of the box. So Martinez finds Tulufia. Could have had a goal to send them level, but didn't earlier on. Missed the target, and now here we come on the counter. Down the line they're looking for Santiago Simon again. Just going to hover. You can play me in. Oh, I was trying to get that to Rasmus Falk. It's not quite worked for a third goal for us so far in this game. And the way that Midtjylland are attacking, we might need that third goal. So perhaps it's time to knuckle down and just concentrate. He needs to concentrate more. He couldn't have been further offside. It's our free kick. What's their free kick? I'm pretty sure it hit Chuba Akpom's hand, but they're going to go... Oh, God, that was nowhere near goal. You could tell without even seeing the frame of the goal in picture. That was a long way wide. It was a very poor free kick. We've scored a couple of good free kicks this season. I would love to still be the go-to free kick taker for whichever side we end up going to next. Our free kick stats are pretty decent, and I'm hoping that continues to be the case for the remainder of the save. You guys know how much I love to score free kicks, and just in general, love to see free kick goals go in. What we don't love to see go in is last-minute equalisers for our opponents. But to be fair, that was a very, very good finish. And we'll have a look at the replay. It looked to float towards the far top corner. And Midtjylland have equalised late on. Not to be beaten in the last game against the champions this season, it seems, Midtjylland. They were the closest of anyone else this year to us, but... Oh, that's an unbelievable goal. But nobody could even remotely get close to knocking us off top spot. We might occasionally have come off second best or drawn a few games in the league, but we definitely have been the best side in the league this season, and we've definitely been the best striker in the league this season. But will we be the best striker of all time in this division? That's something we don't yet know. Record tied at 29 goals. We do not know if we're going to end up being the best goal scorer in the history of this division. We should do, with 2 games, one against Silkeborg, one against Aalborg, who we've just scored against today in the cup final. We should absolutely be scoring at least one, if not perhaps multiple goals in the season finale tomorrow. But it's not always that straightforward in this league. We've drawn 3 of these last 8 games. As to be fair, we've taken our foot off the gas. We only drew 1 and lost 2 in the other 22 games in the regular season. So we've definitely taken our foot off the gas, but we can afford to. With Aalborg, who are 5th, and Silkeborg, who are 3rd, we will end the season in tomorrow's episode. Will we get that final accolade? What sort of teams will come in for us? We'll find out together tomorrow. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.